Alright, welcome back. I'm here at the control panel of your site, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a new item. So to add a new item to your site, what I'm going to do, there's a couple ways to do it. You can click on Add New Item right here from the control panel. That'll certainly get you there. From Items, you can click the plus button up in the upper right hand corner. We've seen that in a couple of the other help videos. You can also point here at the Content menu and go to K2 Item Manager and then a new K2 article. K2 is the name of the content creation kit that we use to create the articles. Makes it easy to put all sorts of things in the articles, and I'm going to show you some of those right now. Just as an added reminder, if you navigate away from this page and you want to get back to it, you can always get here by clicking on Site and Control Panel, and that'll bring you right back to this page. Alright, so I'm going to add a new item right now. And I'm going to change this category. I'm going to change this to CTD for Crash Test Dummy Page. And I'm going to call this Demo Page 1. I'm going to leave the title alias URL blank. And what's going to happen is that the content management system itself is going to take care of putting in a new alias. It does want the aliases to be unique within the category that it's in, so if you already have one item called Demo 1, you would need to make a different name of it. And a lot of times the best way to do that would be just to put like a publication date in the title, and that'll help you to make those. Alright, so down here, this is our editor. We actually use an editor called JCE. It's an extensible editor, and it gives us a lot of control over what we use. The JCE is actually all of these buttons down here. These tabs up here at the top are part of the the K2 component. So, content is where you can put all of your content in. You can either type this in directly. You can also click this toggle editor. If you're familiar with HTML, you can edit directly here. Sometimes it's useful to go into the underlying code to see how things are lined up and maybe make some corrections if you need to on things. If you're going to paste any text in from basically anywhere, my recommendation to you is to right click and paste as plain text. That'll open up the plain text editor. We've seen that before. So obviously some of these controls look a little bit familiar, and as you point over them you'll see what they do. You can change the alignments, and there are some styles that are built in. These image frames actually make things float to the right or the left, and inverse should turn stuff in inverse color on the website. You can erase all formatting. You can clean up the HTML. This inserts tables. Be careful with tables. You might want to edit these in an external editor and then put them in. They're a little tricky to work with here, but I have left all of the table editing tools. Sometimes it helps to line things up on the website by putting them in tables, especially like lists of dates and stuff like that. These other buttons here, this is the Insert Edit Image. This would be to insert an image directly into the body of an article or an item. This is not to be confused with Image tab up here. This sets an article image where so it can be used as a thumbnail in various places on the website. You can use both the image here, and you can also put an image inside the body of the text. The link button here is to make a link. So if I wanted to link to Google, I can just highlight this and click the link button. The link button pops up with a couple of things. It sometimes takes a second to pop up, so if it's taken a long time, don't be shy about it. In the URL here, I can type in www.google.com, and that'll set my link. The text is what the text is you want highlighted. You can also link to contacts that you've created in the K2 in the Joomla content management system. Content is basic Joomla content. We're not using that one. Menu will link directly to a menu item, and the page will behave exactly as it does if you clicked on the menu. Web links, you can, again, that's another content you can create, and you can link directly to K2 content and K2 tags just by selecting the drop downs here. Two other things that you can do here on this page. There is an email button here. If you wanted to make this an email link to somebody, you can put the the mail to in there. Although you don't really have to do that. Once you put in an email into the body of an article, it automatically gets converted to an email link. So we can control that behavior if we need to change it. The article anchors here, if you wanted to set an article anchor so that it would link directly to a portion of a page instead of the top of the page. The target is whether you want that link to open up in the current browser or frame or in a new window or whatever. You can control that. And the title is sometimes when you highlight over, it will pop up as a mouse. Under the advanced and the pop-ups, really there's not really a whole lot you need to do on the advanced pop-ups. If you want the link to pop up in a media box or JCE style pop-up, like so the rest of the screen is grayed out kind of like it is right now, so that the link pops up here in this box and the rest of the page is grayed out. You can select one of the pop-up types here, and the JCE media box pop-up should work best for you. Click on Insert. Yes, I do. Alright, so there's my link, and that's all good to go. If I later decide I want to break a link, I can click on the Break a Link. Here's how I can set anchors, cut, copy, paste. Here you can do indenting. Boom, so I can indent that. I could also make it an ordered list or an unordered list, and I can change the styles of those if I wanted to. Superscript, subscript, change to uppercase. This inserts custom characters. So if I wanted to insert some of those special typographical characters in my page, and non-breaking space would be for things that you don't want to break at the end of a line. You can put that in instead of a regular space. And this button toggles the spell checker, so you can check your spelling. Basic content editing. I'll come back and I'll insert an article image.